Section 16, subsection 3 of the CGST. For a taxpayer who going to pay the tax on a normal scheme has two options to deal with the capital goods on which GST credit. If the goods are purchased, which is a capital goods nature. What do you mean by capital goods? We have definition for the term capital goods as defined under section 2 subsection 19, which very clearly says that the value of which is capitalized in the books of accounts by the taxpayer using that in the course or furtherance of his taxable output supply. In that case, the value what is capitalizing in the books of accounts is called as capital asset. If that is the case, such a capital asset purchased by payment of the GST, the GST can avail the ITC provided the recipient should not have been capitalized the GST part along with the cost of capital goods for claiming the depreciation under section 32 of the Income Tax Act under the block of assets. Simple to say, sir, if I purchase plant and machinery by paying 10 lakh rupees towards value of the plant and machinery plus GST 18% thereon, namely 1,80,000. 10 lakhs plus 1,80,000. 1,80,000 is what is invoice price? 11,80,000. 11,80,000 comprising value of plant and machinery 10 lakhs, IGST 18%, 1,80,000. Now, what value I am capitalizing my books? Sir, only 10 lakhs I am capitalizing, sir. That means GST not capitalized for depreciation. Very good. In that case, that 1,80,000 rupees what I paid the GST is my input tax credit. That time I will make the entry like this. Plant and machinery account debit 10 lakhs, input tax credit receivable account debit 1,80,000 to bank account 11,80,000. If so, ITC allowed on such capital asset. No sir, I want to claim depreciation under section 32 of the Income Tax Act, thereby higher amount of depreciation will be causing lesser amount of my net profit, thereby I am getting the what we can call tax benefit and income tax act, sir. Is it so? Capitalize it. That means entry, general entry in my books of accounts, plant and machinery account debit 11,80,000 to bank 11,80,000, no input tax credit. Either this or that left to you to tax planning. Which one is economical for you? You go ahead. You can ask me that, sir, any taxpayer will wantedly choose by capitalizing the GST, for depreciation. Anybody will be like that, sir? Why not? There are a number of people are there, especially if I am the exporter, my dear friends. Exporter of taxable goods are exempted, taxable goods exempted as the case may be, or taxable services exempted as the case may be, as long as export it is zero supply. In that case, input tax credit I can ask for refund because of export. But if I have huge amount of input tax credit on capital goods, my finished goods if I exported, is credit on capital goods allowed as a credit only. Capital goods credit never qualify for refund because capital goods are not going outside India. Capital goods remains in India within the factory of a supplier whose outputs only going outside India. Therefore, input tax credit on capital goods, never qualify for refund. In that case, why should I consider as input tax credit? Therefore, when I purchase the capital goods by paying the GST, that GST you add in the value of the capital goods to claim depreciation. Thereby, I can get tax benefit under Income Tax Act. So, a recommended suggestion to the exporter who used to purchase huge amount of capital goods by payment of GST, please capitalize. If the client specifically asks, sir, I need not want my income tax benefit because already my books of accounts shows huge losses. There is no benefit, sir. And if I added more depreciation, furthermore loss increase only, no income tax benefits, sir, for me. I want a benefit under GST law itself, sir. I want benefit in the GST law itself. I am the exporter, sir. Then you as a expert in the GST law, you can say, in that case, you purchasing huge amount of capital goods by payment of GST? Yes, sir. Don't capitalize your GST along with the cost of the capital goods. You take the input as credit. Purchase account. Purchase plant and machinery now purchasing for 100 lakhs. For 100 lakhs. Plant and machinery purchases for 100 lakhs. GST 28%. Namely 28 lakh. What journal entry? Plant and machinery account debit 100 lakhs. Input tax credit receivable account debit 28 lakhs to bank, 128 lakhs to supplier you paid. Now you have credit on capital goods. How much? 28 lakhs. You manufacture the finished goods and exported the finished goods. While exporting, you being a tax practitioner, as a tax consultant, as a tax advisor, you have to advise, hey Mr. Exporter, you export now the finished goods by payment of IGST. Choose the option of IGST payment. When you submit shipping bill, when you submit the shipping bill for export, it asks you, you want to go for 0% GST or payment of IGST. Payment of IGST. You select and submit your shipping bill. Sir, why should I pay, sir? I am exporter, no, sir. Select by payment of IGST, man. I am suggesting, a payment of IGST selected. What is the value of the goods are exported? So much of value of the goods. What is the GST liable to pay? 20 lakhs liable to pay. How much? 20 lakhs GST liable to pay IGST on your finished goods exports. Finished goods are exporting now by choosing the option of IGST. Payment of IGST on export. Okay. IGST came on export is 20 lakhs. You have credit, no? Where? In capital goods. Capital goods, GST always allowed credit but not qualify for refund. Your credit is allowed, na? That you utilize it. I have how much credit? 28 lakhs credit. Now how much liable to pay IGST on account of export? 20 lakhs. Adjust it, utilize it. Still you have excess credit of how much? 8 lakhs. Keep in your books. Now you tell me how much you paid to department IGST. How much you paid IGST on account of export? You tell me answer. 20 lakhs. There you are. So I paid IGST. I paid IGST. How much? 20 lakhs to department. Yes. Yes. In that case, whatever I paid as a IGST on account of export, the same can ask for refund by the exporter. That means 20 lakhs of IGST what I paid, by utilizing the input tax kit and capital goods, I can ask for refund. Refund I am asking what? Not the credit and capital goods. Refund of IGST paid on export. That means what is not qualified for refund in the name of credit and capital goods, you mold it as a payment of IGST on account of export, and the same you can ask for refund. Refund आपको मिल जाएगा. Refund మీకు ఇవ్వబడుతుంది. Refund உங்களுக்கு கொடுக்கணும். Refund you can வாங்கலாம். That means you can claim refund of IGST what you export on payment of IGST by utilizing input tax kit and capital goods. You can ask for refund. Entire 20 lakhs you can get as a refund on account of export. And all tax planning aspects, I will refer this point again under section 54 of the CGST under the chapter called refund of GST. At the time you understand, section 16 subsection 3 gives the provision. Sir, asset to asset you can decide. You want to capitalize the GST for depreciation and income tax act, or you want to claim GST on capital goods as input tax credit without capitalizing the GST part for depreciation. It is left to you at your option. Asset to asset you can decide. This section 16 subsection 3.